Have you ever put on a maxi dress, looked in the mirror, and felt disappointed? Not because there was anything wrong with the dress. In fact, it may have looked beautiful on the hanger. It may have looked stunning on the model. It may have even looked incredible on your friend. But somehow, the moment you put it on, something felt off. Instead of looking elegant, you felt hidden. Instead of looking stylish, you felt older. Instead of looking confident, you felt like the dress was wearing you. If that has ever happened to you, today's video could completely change the way you think about maxi dresses forever. Because here's the truth that most fashion experts never talk about. Maxi dresses are not the problem. The problem is that most women over 50 have been taught to wear them the wrong way. And the result? Beautiful women disappear inside beautiful dresses. They lose their shape. They lose their presence. And sometimes, without realizing it, they add years to their appearance. But not anymore. Today, we're talking about exactly how to wear maxi dresses after 50 and look absolutely amazing. Not younger. Not trendier. Not like you're trying too hard. Amazing. Confident. Elegant. Modern. And completely yourself. Make sure you stay with me until the end, because I'm going to reveal the biggest maxi dress mistake women over 50 make. It's incredibly common. It's surprisingly easy to fix. And once you see it, you'll never look at a maxi dress the same way again. If you're new here, welcome to GracefulandChic After50. This is the channel where we prove every week that style, beauty, and confidence do not expire after a certain birthday. In many ways, they get even better. If that sounds like your kind of conversation, subscribe and become part of this growing community of women who refuse to become invisible. Now, let's get into it. The first thing we need to talk about is a fashion myth that has been floating around for years. The myth is this: the older you get, the longer and looser your clothes should become. I don't know who started this idea, but I wish someone would retire it. Because I've seen countless women over 50 hide themselves behind oversized clothing in the name of comfort. And while comfort is important, hiding is not the same thing as comfort. Let's say something that might be a little controversial. Many women are not dressing for their bodies. They're dressing for their fears. They're afraid of their arms, afraid of their waistline, afraid of their hips, afraid of their changing shape. So they buy more fabric, more volume, more coverage, more concealment. And somehow they expect all that fabric to create elegance. But often it does the opposite. It creates bulk. The truth is that elegance is not about hiding your body. It's about understanding it. The most stylish women over 50 don't dress to disappear. They dress to communicate. They communicate confidence. They communicate self-respect. They communicate that they know exactly who they are. And a maxi dress can do exactly that when worn correctly. Let's begin with the first rule. Never lose your shape. This single principle can transform almost every maxi dress in your closet. After 50, many women become more conscious of their midsection. That is completely normal. Bodies change. Hormones change. Weight distribution changes. Life changes. But here's what most women don't realize. When you remove all shape from an outfit, you rarely look smaller. You usually look larger. Think about it. If a dress hangs straight from your shoulders all the way to your ankles with no structure whatsoever, the eye sees one large shape. That's not slimming. That's overwhelming. Instead, look for dresses that create gentle definition. A wrap dress. A belt. An empire waist. A softly tailored silhouette. A dress that follows your body rather than swallowing it. Notice I didn't say tight. Tight is not the goal. Shape is the goal. There's a huge difference. One of the most stylish women I know is 68 years old. She wears maxi dresses almost every day. But every single dress she owns has some kind of structure. A waist detail. A tie. A wrap effect. Something that reminds the eye that there is a woman inside the dress. And she looks extraordinary. Now, let's move on to something equally important. Fabric. This is where many maxi dresses either succeed or fail. Because after 50, fabric matters more than ever. Why? Because fabric creates movement. And movement creates life. Think about two women walking across a room. One is wearing a stiff, heavy dress that barely moves. The other is wearing a soft, flowing dress that glides naturally with every step. Which one looks more graceful? Which one looks more confident? Which one catches your attention? Movement creates energy. And energy is one of the most youthful qualities any woman can possess. That's why I encourage women to choose fabrics that move. Soft cotton blends. Quality jersey. Lightweight crepe. Soft linen blends. Fluid fabrics that create elegance rather than stiffness. And here's something many women never think about. The way fabric moves can actually influence how people perceive your confidence. A flowing dress suggests ease. A stiff dress often suggests discomfort. And people notice more than we think. Now let's talk about prints. Because I know this topic can be surprisingly divisive. Some women love prints. Some women avoid them entirely. But here's my opinion. Women over 50 have been unfairly pressured into dressing too safely. Black, navy, beige, gray. Repeat. Now don't misunderstand me. I love a beautiful neutral palette. But somewhere along the way many women started believing that color and prints belong to younger women. Who made that rule? Because I certainly didn't. And I don't believe you should follow it either. In fact, some of the most elegant women I've ever seen wear stunning printed maxi dresses. The secret isn't avoiding prints. The secret is choosing the right prints. Tiny busy prints can sometimes feel dated. Overly large prints can sometimes overwhelm. The sweet spot is balanced visual interest. Elegant florals. Abstract patterns. Botanical prints. Watercolor-inspired designs. Patterns that add personality without creating chaos. Because style isn't about being boring. Style is about expressing yourself. And after 50, you've earned that right. Now let me ask you something. Do you think women become more stylish with age? Or do you think fashion gets harder after 50? Tell me in the comments. I have a feeling this community will have some strong opinions about that question. Now let's talk about one of the most overlooked style details. Shoes. You can have the perfect maxi dress, the perfect accessories, the perfect hairstyle, and still ruin the entire look with the wrong shoes. I know that sounds dramatic, but it's true. Shoes complete proportions. A sleek sandal, an elegant wedge, a low block heel, a refined ankle boot. All of these can enhance a maxi dress beautifully. But when proportions clash, the entire outfit can feel disconnected. The goal isn't expensive shoes. The goal is harmony. Everything should feel intentional. Now let's talk about layering. Because this is where stylish women separate themselves from everyone else. Many women wear a long maxi dress and then add a long cardigan. Long over long. And suddenly the outfit feels heavy. Instead, try contrast. A cropped denim jacket. A fitted blazer. A leather jacket. A shorter structured layer. The moment you break up the vertical line, something magical happens. The outfit gains shape. The silhouette gains energy. And your entire appearance becomes more modern. In fact, here's a controversial opinion. A leather jacket and a maxi dress may be one of the most flattering combinations a woman over 50 can wear. Because contrast creates interest. Soft and strong. Feminine and bold. Elegant and modern. And that's a powerful combination. Now let's discuss color. Because color can completely transform how a maxi dress looks on you. Many women spend years wearing dark colors because they believe dark colors are slimming. And while that can sometimes be true, there's another side to the story. Color affects light. And light affects your face. A beautiful soft blue. A sage green. A muted lavender. A warm cream. A dusty rose. These shades often reflect light beautifully onto mature skin. The result? You look fresher, brighter, more vibrant. Not because the color changed your face, but because it changed how light interacts with your face. And that makes an enormous difference. Now let's discuss accessories. Because the right accessories can elevate even the simplest maxi dress. The mistake many women make is either wearing too much or wearing nothing at all. Style lives in balance. A beautiful necklace. A statement earring. An elegant handbag. A structured belt. You don't need everything. You just need enough. The goal is not decoration. The goal is refinement. And now we've arrived at the biggest mistake of all. The mistake I promised at the beginning. The mistake turning countless beautiful women into what I jokingly call walking curtains. Buying maxi dresses that are far too big. Not comfortable. Not relaxed. Too big. There is a difference. Comfort should never mean losing your identity. Comfort should never mean drowning your body in fabric. Comfort should never mean looking invisible. The most stylish women over 50 understand something incredibly important. You can be comfortable and elegant. You can be modest and fashionable. You can be relaxed and sophisticated. These things are not opposites. They're partners. And once you stop viewing style and comfort as enemies, your wardrobe changes forever. Before we finish, I want to leave you with something important. This conversation was never really about maxi dresses. Not entirely. It was about something much deeper. It was about visibility. Because somewhere along the way many women were taught that aging means becoming quieter. Less noticeable. Less expressive. Less visible. I reject that idea completely. And I hope you do too. Because style after 50 isn't about fading into the background. It's about stepping fully into who you've become. You've earned your confidence. You've earned your wisdom. You've earned your presence. Why hide it? A maxi dress should never conceal you. It should reveal you. The most confident version of you. The most elegant version of you. The version that walks into a room and doesn't apologize for taking up space. So the next time you try on a maxi dress, don't ask yourself if you're too old for it. Ask yourself a different question. Does this dress celebrate who I am today? Because that's the question that really matters. Now tell me in the comments. What's your biggest challenge when wearing maxi dresses? And here's another question. Do you believe women over 50 should ignore fashion rules completely? Or are there some style rules that still matter? I can't wait to read your thoughts because I know this conversation is going to be a good one. If you enjoyed today's video, subscribe to GracefulandChic After 50 and join a community of women who know that beauty doesn't disappear with age. It evolves. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Stay graceful. Stay chic. And I'll see you in the next video.